play something real quick before we get out of here. Let's pretend we're GMs for a minute. So, be the GM.
Oh boy.
All right. Which talents you think will help the WWE roster right now, and which talents would you cut? So I'm basically putting the role of being a general manager, booker, in your hands. So if you had somebody that or anybody, male or female, that could help the WWE roster today, in any part of the card, who would it be? And if there's anybody that does not fit in terms of that echelon, who would you cut? Gentlemen.
I'm going to John Stockton this to Matt real quick.
Oh. Wait, what? Well, I mean, look, who the fuck would I drop? Are you sure you want to give me that distinction?
Hey, might as well. Is everybody forget Kalani Jordan?
No,
she's too nice to be a heel.
No, she's not. She can be the baddest if she wanted to.
I don't like her as a heel right now. She's going ape shit.
Let me see. Who would I cut? Who would I move? Okay, so
I'll cut Kara Tozawa for one. What the fuck is he doing?
I wouldn't cut Akira Tozawa. I would put Akira Tozawa in NXT.
Why?
Because he's a big match machine, and for him, he could have quality matches with a couple of people down there. Possibly regain his own stock down there too.
Yeah, he gave Melo a good match, recently on SmackDown. So I can't say that.
I would have, if I'm the GM, I would actually have Otis at some point in the middle of the year win the Intercontinental Championship.
Because Swaggy Oats.
Because here's my thing: if Otis were to be taken more seriously and just become a heavyweight Haas, he could be reminiscent of people like a Gary Albright or a Dr. Death, where he's just one of these big suplexing power technical Haas's, where it's all about explosive movements for him. Like, granted, he can pull out the comedy move here and there, right? But if you had him become the Intercontinental Champion, imagine how pissed off Chad Gable would be to know that the person he protéged has the thing that he wanted, but Otis earned it, but Chad can't stand it. And that's how you could logically bring Chad back to the Intercontinental title without it feeling like a consolation prize. You know what I mean? And two people can benefit from that. In terms of who would you cut? Oh boy. Who would you cut? I don't want to get rid of anybody. I kind of just want to rearrange people. You know what I mean?
So in your case, Ty, what would you rearrange in terms of a character or someone in WWE?
I would honestly, because of how the world title scene looks on Raw right now, I would take some of SmackDown's people and move them to Raw that actually fit. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I would put Shinsuke on Raw.
Back to Raw.
And have him with the world championship. Because here's the thing, I don't need him to touch the WWE title. I just need him to get what he deserves. And if the world heavyweight championship over there is a good division where people are actually being treated well, why not put him over there?
That is scared booking, Ty, and I don't respect it.
Scared booking? Okay.
Shinsuke could beat Cody Rhodes, bro.
I do believe that. But here's my thing.
We're not doing that to him, man.
Okay, so you know what? Fine, I'll stay 10 toes down. If I'm keeping Shinsuke on SmackDown, which is perfectly fine, then I would have. Then before Shinsuke goes after the WWE Championship, I would have him flesh out this current incarnation of him to give us more reason to why he is this way. Because
what do you mean? Oh, wait. What do you mean by that?
Because as far as Shinsuke has been since he's come back, he's done matches and he's attacked people, but we haven't exactly gotten an explanation as to why he's gotten this dark. And I think it would be nice for Shinsuke to kind of give us a reason as to why he's the way he is and the reason why this Shinsuke is different than the one we saw that was feuding with Cody. And if you can do that and you can get people to understand him, even though he's supposed to be a mystery at the moment, but if you can understand him a little bit more to where you can take him seriously again and have him get those big wins, I think that would be nice. Part of me needs him to stop looking like a Star Wars character. and putting on his actual clothes again, not the surfer suit. I'm gonna burn that with fire. But if you can get that out of him, then yeah, he's world title bound regardless of where he goes. If I'm shifting other people around, what do you call it? I would actually enjoy if Ivy Nile got a tag partner, if they added another member to American Made.
What if they flip Maxine and then that'll be a tag partner?
If Maxine turned heel on Otis and joined American Made, that would be crazy.
I'll be pissed.
That would be actually insane. But
because that's the only thing, and at least in my mind, that'll make sense because they already have on-screen chemistry, and I don't want to pin any members of now the departed PFC or Pure Fusion Collective onto Ivy Nile as a makeshift team. I'd rather put her with somebody that she already has chemistry with on screen. So
I mean,
that's kind
fair,
of why I put the idea of like, well, it'd be nice if like, all right, if she did turn and do it that
I'll
way.
put Cora Jade on SmackDown.
Ooh, see, now we read. Okay, why?
I say that because she has what it takes on the mic, and she can deliver really great matches. So you can fit her in against Tiffany Stratton and make Tiffany Stratton incredible as a face, or you can have her be. Well, I don't think anybody really wants to take the title off of Chelsea Green because she's fucking comical, right? But I just feel like Cora Jade fits that division, and they need bodies on that division, especially with Bianca and Naomi being tag champions and shit. And ain't no telling when the fuck Jade's coming back. But I feel like they need heat on the SmackDown, and I feel like she can bring it. She has the chops to pull it off. Roxanne does too.
I think that although I'm not a big fan of alliances, I think in terms of cases it makes sense. If you moved Roxanne and Cora as a group over to SmackDown, that would make a lot of sense. Because one, that's a possible team you could rely on for the tag team championships. And two, they both interchangeably can go after singles belts on either whether it's the world or the US championships, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? You got to get them like they could be fighting for all three championships throughout the year and just getting their name out there being splattered all over the division. People will remember and get behind them by that point if you do that for a year. So
I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like what Matt kind of brought up in terms of having Corey Jade. And if you do that and bring Roxanne up, like, and they can compete for not just a tag team but the world and United States championships, they could definitely be the two-woman power trip on SmackDown. I see what you're doing. I like that move. I see.
I found a tag partner for Maxine, by the way.
Who?
Natalia.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. It's safe. At the same time,
hear me out. No, hear me out because it's very simple. Natalia being Maxine's mentor, I think makes a lot of sense. If you have a scenario where Natalia is mentoring Maxine, she's a great technical wrestler like Chad, so you have that connection. But she's actually nice to Maxine. She's treating Maxine like an equal for a while, and Maxine feels like she can trust her. They can go for a tag run for the tag championships. You could have a scenario where Natalia turns on Maxine and basically uses her to get her TV time back and tries to go after the Intercontinental title, which could lead to a long-term feud with them facing off with each other one-on-one throughout the year. And also Natalia can help Maxine as well, similarly to if she isn't already. Similar to how Chad's been helping her, Natalia can also teach her things that can help her only improve in the ring. And I think that the parallel of Chad and Otis facing each other throughout the year one more time, and then Natalia, like Maxine having her own Chad Gable that she can actually fight with, right? And Natalia could also help too. So I feel like that would fix that situation for her and for the Alpha Academy if they're still called that.
Okay, not a bad look.
I'd move Braun to the world title scene by the middle of this year. Probably going to end up with the Intercontinental Championship moving over to Penta or to Ilya actually, there's a number of options there as long as everybody's healthy.
Hey, listen, GC, man, it's too soon, man. It's too soon. Last night still doesn't resonate with me well.
Yeah, they let Trick lose a strap match
during Black History Month. Listen, it's bad enough that a white boy three-peated at the dunk contest last night, and to see Eddie Thorpe at the same time with Trick Williams in a strap match. It's
Listen,
not.
man.
It's not sitting with me well, man.
What? He had to whoop that trick.
Yeah, yo.
And they shouldn't have booked the match in the first place.
That's
That's really on them.
But that just
Yeah.
goes back to my point. They don't know what the fuck to do with Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Trick
That's
Williams could no, keep him in NXT. Actually, no, keep him there.
Keep his ass where he's at.
No.
You need Trick in NXT.
Yeah, you could move Ethan.
You can move Javion.
You could move. Well, I kind of want to see him have a longer run in NXT personally, but
he could go. But
what
I
I'm
keep
saying
him there.
is, I would move him before I would move Trick. Is what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm saying realistically, if I'm gonna take somebody from NXT right now and move them up after Mania, I could do Ethan in that role. I said in that role, nigga. I said in that role. I didn't finish the sentence. In that role. In that role. Don't do this. All right, don't do this.
He needs to get a better catchphrase though. That boy got bounces crazy. That was wild. I don't like that.
I'm just
saying he needs a better catchphrase. That's
you need
crazy.
a hug. You need to.
Oh, shut up! I'm gonna keep Josh Allen said it. It's official. That's where he's going.
No, at least not yet. But at least not from what I've heard. We would know by now if that was happening. But
I mean, if it was, it would be a good pickup if Tony knew what to do with his character. But
a good pickup to stop everyone else from using
American title, not the U.S.
No, wait, what you say, Ty?
A good pickup to stop him from being used by everybody else. That's kind of what the free agency feels like now. That's a conversation we kind of started last week, but like the free agency in general, it feels like people are just getting signed so the other company can't have them. This shit is really petty, or pettier than I've seen it in a while.
It is. It's one of those.
Are
things
we going to admit that Tony Khan is petty too?
We know he is, but it's not like WWE isn't. Like WWE has been petty in droves for like 10 years when it comes to the free agency.
Decades.
Yes, for decades, but like especially in the past 10 years, the way they've been doing the free agency, like we could get mad at Tony Khan for how he's been treating a lot of free agents, but like look at what they did with Shinsuke and the Good Brothers, who came in around the same time as AJ.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
They had Shinsuke lose to Jinder Mahal back to back.
I don't want to remember that. Please, yeah, I'm trying to block that memory out of my brain.
Not our modern day Maharaja.
Listen, man, I try to block that moment.
Like, come on now, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and Tony is Vince's student, whether he wants to realize it or not, in terms of booking, and it's fine. I just my only problem. I wish there were more alternatives than the existing alternatives because TNA is now aligned with WWE. Ring of Honor is now aligned with AEW. This looks like an evil version of GM mode, man. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie.
But I will say, like, hey, at least Kenta decided to go back to pro wrestling. Noah,
he did.
That was a good move.
He did. He went home. New Japan wasn't using him that well either after the Never title. I thought he would have been IWGP champion by now, but nope. But hey,
what if he decides to come back?
If Kenta decides to come back, I would be shocked, considering how the WWE got him injured so much during that period. It's even funny.
Hey man,
he was
niggas get hurt every day. B.
He got dropped on his neck by Riddick Moss because Riddick Moss couldn't back suplex.
Listen to what you just said.
And they blamed Kenta for it. People blamed Kenta for getting himself hurt.
We're about to get Black Rusev Day back.
Black Rusev Day is crazy.
That is crazy.
Aleister Black and Rusev. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know who would make the U.S. champ? If Rusev won the U.S. championship now and did half of what he did with the Redeemer deal with the TNT title,
I'd be all in.
It would be such a homecoming moment because the U.S. title is what most people remember him for anyway. So if he brought prestige back to it, just being himself,
I would be all in.
That would be really cool.
It was legendary.
I would be all in. I don't care. Like, I can imagine right now, like the
Still got that shirt.
The Redeemer versus the Werewolf on a random SmackDown for the United
States.
Still
got that shirt. Rusev Day shirt. I still got that shirt.
And Aleister Black would be a perfect fit for Raw right now, in my opinion.
He better not be called Aleister Black. I refuse to sign up to that.
You don't like Aleister Black as a name?
Surname will still be Black regardless. So
what do you want him to be called?
What he's called in fucking AEW.
Malachi? You prefer Malachi Black over Aleister Black?
Yes.
Why?
That has more kick to it. It has more kick
He
to
has
it.
plenty of kick. Have you seen his feet? He has
Yes.
the most. He has some of the most educated feet in the world.
You tested?
You know what? You know what? You know, man.
What was his SAT score? What the fuck are you
Yo,
talking about?
man.
What was he gonna say? His SAT score in terms of kicks?
Yeah.
He knocked it out of the park.
Huh?
I want a series. I just want a series of non-Americans fighting for the U.S. title. Hey, you see it in the NBA with Joker winning every damn thing with the MVPs and shit.
Another reason why Chad Gable winning would mean a lot more if a lot of
For
people.
America.
Or yeah,
Yeah, it would.
win for
I'm just
America.
saying, a lot of this writes itself, man.
He's doing it for America.
He's doing it for America. It's like
Make America great again.
No,
No, make America Gable again.
Okay. See that ain't bad. I like that one.
But honestly, I really feel like Gable should be the Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
those runs of matches with him and Gunther was fucking. Oh my god!
He should.
I'm about to rewatch it again.
I love Sammy, but it should have been him and Mania to be good.
Um,
Like
I have no comment on that one.